You've seen the clicks coming in, but they're just not turning into registrants. You've done the research. You know your message is going to the right people, but something's missing. In this episode, I want to walk you through what happens after the click and how executive education programs can create a simple, effective journey that turns interest into action. You're listening to the B2B Marketing Excellence in AI podcast. My name is Donna Peterson, and every week I come to you with marketing tips that will help you move the business needle. Today we are talking about executive education programs. Last week we talked about email messaging, finding good quality external email lists, and banner placements to get visibility. But today we're going to talk about how do we guide those prospects after they clicked? Because when we're using external email lists, we don't have the actual clicks. What do we do? The click signals interest, not a final decision. We need to place those CTAs so that people will click and then they see that landing page that they're like, I can't live without it. And they register. Make sure the first thing your landing page reinforces your email message. Show proof and offer clear next steps. What do they need to do? Where should they go? I'm a big proponent to having multiple CTAs, especially with executive education programs. The reason why is 10% of those people are probably ready. They're going to get it saying, oh my gosh, this is the course I need. This is what I was thinking about. That 10% is going to register. But what about the 90%? What about those people who are like me? I get the promotion, but then I have to think about it for a while. But you don't want to lose them. They've clicked, but they haven't gone the next step. But if you created a CTA that maybe offers some value, asking them only to give you their email address, you then get their email address that you can nurture. What would be a good second CTA? You could say it's a checklist about what the course is about. Maybe it's about listen to other attendees, what they thought about the course. Here is the outline or the agenda of the course. This is your outcome after you took the course, or how it'll align with your goals. Give them that option. Give them that option for a second CTA where they'll give you the email, because then you can nurture them to become a registrant of that course. Or maybe they needed something a little bit more advanced, but now you have their email, so you'll be able to nurture them for the next course you have coming with external lists and banners. How do you track them? People are saying, how do I know if it does any good? You could put UTMs at the end of the links, and those are like specific referral tags that can help you track it. You go into Google Analytics and you can see, is it ABC magazine or was it XYZ magazine? And you do this even with your links that you have on your landing page from your banners. The one thing, Google Analytics does not have the full picture. There's a gray area that is not being reported in Google Analytics. And let me explain a scenario. A quick one would be you send out an email promotion about an executive education program. One, it's usually a time commitment, and there's also a good financial commitment, which makes you want to really think about your decision on whether you're going to register for the course. You're not going to get the one email and register. You're not that 10%. You go off, you think about it, you go on to the website, whatever the institution is, you look at their website, you look around about what courses, other courses they've had, which ones they have in the future. Maybe you go to other educational institutions. Do they have something similar? How long is it? What's the financial commitment? Then maybe you speak to some colleagues. This is exactly what happened to me recently. I was going to take a new course on artificial intelligence. MIT sent me a promotion. I was like, oh, wow, this seems like a great course. It was going to be 6 weeks, and it was a decent amount of money, not something like, oh, $25, a decent amount of money. And so I did not make a decision right away. I got the email and I did exactly this. Later on, I went on to their website. I went on to other institutions' websites, seeing, gee, they have a similar one. I wanted to see more about the outline, the types of people who would be attending, because the types of people attending create the more engaging programs. I then went and asked. I asked other friends of mine who are in the AI space, what do you think of the course? I spoke to my team here at World Innovators. What do you think? Guys, should I do this? Is it going to move our business needle? What is it going to do for us? Why am I going to take this course? I asked my brother, he's been in business for many years. I just asked a few people, like, what's your viewpoint? I'm going to listen to everyone, but I was curious what they had to say. And this is information that Google can't pick up. So, long story short, just remember that Google Analytics is not the full picture, but it can help you start to realize where some traffic is coming from and behaviors. Even though it's anonymous, you still have some idea of the behaviors. You can't follow up with them directly, but you can reach these prospects on multiple touch points in multiple areas. For instance, you might have a conference list you sent the promotion to, but you know for a fact at that conference, there's these 3 other publications. There will be overlap. And so you might want to place banners up on one of the 3 publications, or all 3 if you have that kind of marketing budget. Because then you know you're really hitting the right people, but you're hitting them multiple times. Those touch points are important. Also, frequency with the emails. One-off email isn't going to do it. You've got to go out to people. You've got to educate them about the program. You have to follow up as a reminder message. Maybe give them more valuable information to show that they really need to attend the course. Using that layering of visibility, the email message, the industry banner placements with organic channels just gives you that nice cohesive approach that will reinforce your brand. It gives your program validity, but it also starts to instill trust in the individual to register. Reinforcing those messages on those relevant environments is the best way to really cement in trust, because they're in the right space. This is the magazine I read. These are my people. They know what I'm doing. While you cannot retarget individual clickers, your audience returns to those same publications. When they see the banner out there, they're like, oh, that's right. That email, I clicked on it, but I never registered. The banners remind them of the program. Always make sure that your messaging across all the different channels matches. That's along with the messaging and just the look of it all. You want to have a strong headline. You want to have clear CTAs. You want to have social proof and visual. And then don't forget, add in some urgency, limited seats, early bird special, because it is easy for all of us to put it off. When you're talking about an executive education program, you could be like, register now. Program is starting in 1 week. You still have time, 1 day until the class begins. All those are what's going to push people to register at the last minute. People are registering for things later. And that's why your messaging has to continue to stay out there, because otherwise they're not going to remember what they saw a month ago. They're not going to go back. You have to reinforce and bring that message forward to them all the time. To recap, to help you have a successful executive education program where people click and actually convert to registrants, make sure you have that cohesive visibility across different channels. You want to have that repetition to keep that messaging out there and make sure that your message aligns with what might be of interest to these people. What are their goals? What are their pain points? Is it going to help them with the certification they have to renew every year? Make sure that messaging is out there. World Innovators has been helping executive education programs for over 20 years. There is a specific way to do it because, like I said, there's a financial commitment and there's a time commitment. You must do it correctly, get your messaging out in front of the right people with the right strategy. If you need help with your programs, please feel free to reach out to us at worldinnovators.com, or you can email me directly at dpeterson@worldinnovators.com. And in the meantime, hit subscribe to this podcast so you get all our announcements on when new episodes come up. We are here to inspire success in everyone around us so that we all do quality marketing that will make a difference.
Thanks for listening to the World Innovators B2B Marketing Excellence and AI podcast. If you'd like to be updated when new episodes come out, don't forget to subscribe. Also, check out our social media accounts to stay up to date on B2B marketing trends.